Walk in a pond.
Duck Detective is a gripping mystery game that sends players on a quest to discover the truth about a dark and twisted sausage plot. The game follows a foolish duck that becomes engaged in a bizarre sausage conspiracy that threatens the tranquility in his pond community. Players must utilize their excellent observational abilities to fill in the gaps in the story and solve complex riddles. The game features complete voice acting, which brings the characters to life and enhances the plot. Players can also employ the unique mechanism of tossing bread for justice to divert or earn suspects' trust. Lonesome Village is a lovely town that has recovered from a horrific calamity. Players, like Wes the Coyote, must help revive the community by navigating a puzzle-filled life simulation. The game contains magnificent imagery, a vast universe full of secrets, and challenges such as unlocking and ascending a strange magic tower. Players may make connections with a variety of characters. They may even design their own home in Lonesome Village to reflect their personal flair. Gardening and fishing can help players uncover Wes' secret past and contribute to the village's progress. A Tiny Sticker Tale is an engaging game in which you may turn common things into stickers while exploring Figori Island. Flynn, an inquisitive donkey, sets out on a voyage full of challenges and fascinating companions. The game has intriguing gameplay, allowing players to solve problems by carefully putting stickers. Players may design and beautify their islands to fit their preferences. Figori Island has breathtaking views, making it a great refuge after a day of exploring. The game has a highly designed island full of mystery and adventure, and players may collect every sticker spread across it. Loddlenaut is an underwater adventure game in which players go on an ocean cleaning job on an extraterrestrial planet. They are an intergalactic custodian entrusted with removing the pollution left by a space corporation. The game contains a wide, open-world setting with aquatic organisms known as loddles that change dependent on their nutrition. Players utilize bubble cannons to remove rubbish and acquire ingenious technologies to combat ocean pollution. The waste gathered is recycled into useful objects and upgrades. Embracelet is a puzzle adventure game set in a Norwegian town where a little boy named Jesper discovers an old bracelet with intriguing abilities. He sets out on a journey to discover the bracelet's origins and the mystery identity of its previous owner. The game takes players on a journey across the beautiful landscapes of a northern Norwegian island, solving riddles with the bracelet's mysterious abilities. Along the journey, players build new acquaintances and make decisions that influence the story's ending. Crypt Stalker is an 8-bit arcade game in which players control Gladys, a descendant of the world's guardians, as she defends the Earth against strange creatures. The game contains a variety of environments, including pyramids and a lake of fire, and requires players to look for and conquer obstacles such as unstable stones and shifting platforms. Players can combat foes with a cyber whip or a laser rifle before facing formidable monsters at the conclusion of each crypt. The game has 2 difficulty levels, 6 more chapters, tough combat, nostalgic retro soundtrack, and achievements. Little Nightmares is a dark, humorous journey in which players must aid Six and the kid in their escape from the Maw, a strange vessel inhabited by corrupted souls. The all-in-one Nintendo Switch edition features 2 parallel escape storylines, a terrifying puzzle platform, and the opportunity to reunite with childhood pals through challenging 3D puzzles. Each room is a jail, and each occupant is a threat, heightening the immersion. The game is intended to challenge players' patience while also providing an entertaining and demanding gameplay. Serial Cleaners is a top-down stealth action game set in 1990s New York, in which players take on the role of a mob murder scene cleanup. The goal is to remove all traces of the crime while keeping the area clean and avoiding detection. In order to achieve over unpredictable conditions, players might prepare precisely or rely on rapid reflexes. Serial Cleaners enables players to choose between 4 distinct characters, each with its own set of talents, presenting fresh opportunities and strategies. Only robots live in the final metropolis on the planet, with Endeavor being the only one shielded by a glass dome. A robot worker with the rare ability to manage several machinery is on a journey to repair himself and discover sentient life. The city regards this worker as a threat, and all machines and defenses have turned against him. Hand-drawn imagery inspired by science fiction publications and the work of great futurists such as Jacques Fresco are featured in the game. As the wind lead the pupils, a tribe on a journey to the center of the world, oversee their resources, buildings, and well-being while cultivating their understanding via activities such as agriculture, crafts, scientific investigation, and mystical research. Manage the tribe properly to avoid famine and calamities, create the best route to the eye, uncover ancient riches, gather resources, build shelters, and escape before the flood takes them. Improve skills, improve structures, and develop knowledge via a job system. Embark on a peaceful trip with no enemies, utilizing the roguelike tribal structure. Howl is a turn-based tactical folktale set in medieval times when a malevolent howling plague has transformed the countryside into wild creatures. As a deaf heroine, you must prepare up to 6 steps ahead of time to outmaneuver wolfish enemies with varying powers. You can employ several abilities, including Vault, Smoke Bomb, and Piercing Shot. You may improve your talents, gain additional action slots, and undo round points. The game has a distinct, live ink visual style, 60 levels spread across 4 chapters, and a global map to help you plan your trip. Discover an exciting cooperative platformer game in which you may embody the soul of a caveman and set out on an adventure alone or with up to 4 other players. With a broad cast of playable characters, you may swap between them at any time, allowing you to fully explore their distinct powers. Form a strong team of 1 to 4 players who will work together harmoniously to overcome difficulties and obstacles. Prepare for the unexpected, as each level introduces new foes. Unlock secret levels to get more thrills and challenges. To repair the skewed past and restore balance, players command a formidable 3-unit squadron of mobile suits and pilots from various eras of Gundam history. The game has visually amazing visuals and powerful movements, and players must destroy foes using realistic weathering. They must, however, be mindful of breaks, which alter great events in Gundam history. Players must create new mobile suits to expand their weaponry, as well as collect funds and expansion parts. The game also includes multiplayer gameplay, allowing players to team up with friends to confront difficult tasks. This game provides players with an intriguing dungeon experience, with each run bringing fresh surprises and difficulties. As they continue, players have access to additional areas, treasures, monsters, and unique rules, which improves gameplay and shapes the dungeon's rule set. The game also has an infinite number of item synergies, which allow players to stack and combine goods in unexpected ways. This game offers an exceptional gaming experience with its dynamic gameplay, customized adventures, and limitless possibilities. Moving Out 2 is a multi-dimensional, local, and online multiplayer game in which players may operate as a solitary FART or with up to 3 teammates to pack up and send off inhabitants of Packmore. The game includes new experiences such as discovering new planets through interdimensional portals, as well as returning favorites such as Ryu and Sydney. For fashionistas, the game has an assist mode, a plethora of accessibility settings, and a plethora of perfectly fitted fits and skins. The game is suited for all ages, including new and returning characters. Train Station Rehabilitation is a game in which players take on the role of a rehabilitation firm working to restore abandoned railway stations. The game is organized into areas that represent distinct stations, allowing players to master mechanics and navigate through diverse working situations. Players use complex 3D models to clean, repair, and decorate stations. They may also design their own stations, personalize the inside and external look, and select the level of difficulty based on their commitment. Naruto BORUTO Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections brings together famous ninjas for an action-packed and exhilarating gaming experience. Players may select their ideal warrior and fight in violent fights, including over 130 playable characters from the Naruto show. The game has been improved for smoother gaming, and it now includes a simple mode option for players of all skill levels. The historic conflict between Naruto and Sasuke is integrated into a single game, allowing players to relive memorable scenes from the Naruto series.